Hello, Joseph Hennessy. The Children channel's purpose is to find star seeds, light workers, empaths, people who are sympathetic to children, the way they're being treated. Today is Black Friday, which means everybody will be out stamping over the top of each other to save a few bucks, which is done on purpose to keep us in a low frequency. Surprised they didn't cancel Black Friday. Isn't that racist? Nope, because it benefits the powers that be. They make a lot of money today. So today I want to speak a little bit about farming and our food, how everything is being replaced by processed food, manufactured crap is what it is, how they're squeezing the life out of farmers everywhere, United States, Europe. There's been major protests by farmers all over the world, but the fake news will not tell you about it. Farmers dumping manure in front of government buildings all over the world. Tractor protests miles and miles long. But no, they don't tell you about any of this stuff. How they're squeezing the farmers in the United States, taking their water away from them, offering them money not to grow crops. It's all part of the plan. And you got people like Bill Gates, biggest farmland owner in the United States, and he's not growing anything on any of the land. And who would take any kind of nutritional information from him? Anyway, look at him. He looks like a bowl of Jello. And he wants me to eat lab-grown meat. I don't need lab-grown meat. All this meat being made in processing plants. They say there's not enough vegetation on the planet to be able to sustain all of this quote-unquote plant-based, which probably means it's made in a processing plant. It's plant-based. That's how it's plant-based. It's made in a processing plant. There's not enough vegetation to do what they say they're doing. And how do you make a piece of lettuce taste like chicken? Lots of poison, lots of chemicals. Bill Gates, another thing, he has a product called a peel that is sprayed on all the produce, and it can't be washed off. It keeps the produce lasting longer, keeps it shinier, but what is it made out of? It can't be good for us. It's not good for us. And all these seedless fruits that they're GMOing, taking the seeds out of them, they're doing that on purpose so they can control the product, the growth, the seeds, the plants. Supposedly those GMO plants kill God-given nature plants that do produce seeds. Seed of life. What it comes from a man, the seed of life. If he doesn't have his seeds, what happens? There is no life. It's stuff like that they're doing that we just take for granted. They say they take the seeds out of all that stuff for convenience. No, it's not. That's where the life comes from. That's why they're taking it all out. Then you have places like McDonald's French fries. The farmers who spray their potatoes because they need them to be a certain way with a pesticide won't even go into their own fields for 2 weeks after spraying the pesticide, which really I don't understand does them any good, because if they're spraying it all over those crops, I'm sure it's getting all around the perimeters of those crops where they live. So they're poisoning themselves for what? Some tasty French fries, and they are quite tasty. It's incredible. Bill Gates and the lab-grown meat. Really? As they're trying to get rid of all the cows in Ireland because they say that they're farm too much, they're emitting too much gas. CO2 is, I believe, they say they're emitting too much of, and plants need that to grow. So essentially, what are they trying to do? Kill us? Then he says he's against, Bill Gates says he's against growing trees. Well, I'm pretty sure they produce oxygen. Then they're trying to find ways to block the sun. It's incredible. So everything that we eat is processed, made in processing plants. Bugs won't even eat the stuff. Bugs won't even eat McDonald's. McDonald's can sit for 6 months and it still looks like the same as the day you purchased it. Then why is organic produce more money than regular produce? If they don't have to spray it with all the poisons and pesticides, shouldn't it be cheaper? That makes no sense. Everything should be organic. A few bugs, pick the bugs off. I'd rather take my chance with a few bugs than all the poisons that they're spraying on my food. And all the stuff that they are putting in the food is it's just pure poison. All the chemicals. Like I said, how do you make a piece of lettuce or a piece of corn taste like chicken or a hamburger? It's all the other stuff that they put in there. What is it? I don't even know. It needs to stop. Trump took care of the farmers. They don't tell you that. He was the only president to give the farmers money. We're eating poison. They're trying to get rid of the farmers, all the farmers, because they say we're overpopulated, which is a bunch of BS. We don't use any of the land mass on this planet at all. It's not overpopulated. There's plenty of abundance. But the people who are telling us that we're overpopulated just want all the abundance for themselves. If they're worried about all these emissions and all this garbage, why don't they get on the corporations who make all the pollution, and the people who are telling me to drive an electric car, flying around on private jets everywhere, and if you do your research on that stuff, they're emitting more garbage pollution than anybody could ever do in their lifetime. Hundreds of people. We need to take this planet back for the children. That's what it's about for me, the kids. They're being poisoned. We're being poisoned. It's gotta stop. We gotta stop companies like Monsanto, biggest pesticide company in the world, biggest food producer. It makes no sense. They're making us sick. Lifelong customers to the American Medical Corporation, complex, whatever you want to call it, the money-making machine. We need to stop eating junk and let Robert Kennedy Jr. do his job and fix everything. Our kids are too sick, we're too sick, everybody is too sick. Wake up, people. It's got to stop. Everybody have a blessed day. On to the fifth dimension. It's coming.